I'm your realtor Carl, and today what I want to talk to you about, hey, is what happens after the offer is accepted. What should you do? Well, one of the first things you want to do is schedule a home inspection. Now, this is something I can help you with. I can help you find inspectors if you don't know any home inspectors. Inspections are for the major items, not the minor cosmetics. However, the inspector will include all the minor cosmetics, but the primary purpose of the inspection is to look for the major defects in the home, the things that's going to cost you thousands or tens of thousands of dollars that you may have not noticed when you walk through the home the first time. That's the primary purpose of the inspection. The inspection report can be long. It can be 30, 40, even 50 pages long. But what you mainly want to be concerned about is those major things that you didn't know that inspector has been trained to check for. So, what else happens? Another thing that happens is your home appraisal gets scheduled. And this is done by your mortgage broker. They'll schedule a home appraisal because the appraisal determines how much the lender is actually going to be willing to lend on the home. So, what else? You need to get your mortgage application in process. So, what does that mean? Okay, so get all your documentations together for your mortgage. So that means if you haven't already provided them, get your W-2s. Get your last 2 years of W-2s, last 2 years of tax statements. Get your most recent pay stubs, at least your last 2 months of bank statements. If you took money from a 401k or IRA, you're going to need transaction history that shows the amount of money that you had before you made the withdrawal and the amount of money that you had after the withdrawal. And your bank statements are also going to need to confirm the fact that that money came from your 401k or your IRA and was deposited into your account. So all of the things that you need for your mortgage broker are the things that you want to get together as soon as possible. Once you go into contract, one of the most important people at this point is the person that's handling your mortgage. You want to work with your loan officer and make sure you get everything that you need in order as soon as possible, because you do not want to be in a situation where they're waiting for you to provide them information and documentation, and because of that, you're taking too long to close on. They're taking too long to close on the house, and you get to the end of your contract, and your contract expires because the mortgage lender cannot loan you the money because you haven't gotten your documentation together. That's why it's one of the most critical and important things you can do as soon as your offer is accepted. So, another thing, select the title agency or escrow. This is something most of the time you're not going to have to worry about. This is something that I'll do for you. If it's not already selected, a lot of times it's actually selected by the selling agent, but in the situation that is not, I'll find a title company for you, and that makes the process simple. What does a title company do? Hey, that's a video for another day, or you can just ask me if you don't know. Okay, so what else you want to do? You want to get your home insurance policy. So you need to go out and find whatever agency that maybe you already have auto insurance or renter's insurance with, or anyone that you know. If you need a recommendation, I can help refer you to someone that can help you get a home insurance policy, because it is required for you to have a home insurance policy. If you have a mortgage, you have to have one. And even if you're paying cash for the home, you're probably going to want insurance on that home just in case something like a fire happens. So, inspections, tests, and title searches, that's another video for another day. But what else I want to talk about before I finish this video in terms of what happens when the offer is accepted? Well, I'll tell you one thing you don't want to happen is you don't want to go and use your credit. Do not make new purchases. Don't go apply for new credit cards or a car, and don't do anything with your credit other than maybe pay some things off that could help your score. Outside of that, please just put your credit on freeze or on pause until after your home closes, because any change on your credit report could cause you not to be able to buy the house. And before the lender actually provides the money, before closing, it could be a day or two prior to closing, they're going to run your credit again just to ensure that you haven't made any new purchases or change your whole financial situation. So that is one of the other key things, is do not make changes to your credit. Also, do not deposit large sums of money that you cannot show proof where it came from. So for example, hey, if you have money stashed away somewhere, it's probably not a good idea to go and say, hey, we're in contract on the house, let me put $10,000 of money in my account that you can't prove where it came from, because that could also be an issue. So that's just a couple other things I wanted to touch on once your offer gets accepted. Another thing that I didn't mention also is your earnest deposit. You will actually, most often, you will need an earnest deposit. Depending on what you agree to in your contract, could be $500, could be $1,000, and it all depends on how the contract is written. Sometimes that earnest money deposit is due within 3 days of acceptance of the contract. Other times it's not due until after your inspection period ends, which is also another reason why you want to schedule your home inspection as soon as possible. Get your home inspected. Decide based on the inspection report if you still want to purchase a home. If you feel comfortable with purchasing a home and you want to proceed, then you provide your earnest check. Hey, hope this video was helpful for you. As usual, hit the like, hit the subscribe. You know anybody that this video may be helpful for? Feel free to share it. Also, if you have any questions or anything like that, leave comments. Hey, have a good one. See you next time.